Eating it.
At your house?
Yeah, at my house, yeah.
What?
So the weirdest thing I get is meat.
Right, okay. Martin's just said the weirdest thing he's ever had is a tax rebate. Nikki has sent a cuddly poo. Now, I've seen this on Periscope. It was quite amazingly crafted.
All right.
She sent a cuddly poo. It's called a shart on Shart FM.
A shart?
Yeah. Martin says they usually just take my money. So they don't return it. So we want to know for next week, if you've had weird things, then we want to know what it is you've had through the post, all right?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. I can't believe this show goes too quick. I am already thinking about lengthening this show. Because we've only got half an hour. We've already been on for
15 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, listen, I'll tell you what we're going to do. This is the moment that most people have been waiting for. I hope that this is all coming out all right, because I seem to have a problem. Because there's a lot of people in the chat box. Arthur says, can I publicly apologise? I doubt it, because I'm probably not going to let you, because he's been a bit of a div. He's just put, I'm making a poo right now. So he's listening to the show, making a poo. That's nice. Lovely, isn't it? Thanks for sharing that. Mario's just joined us. Sorry I'm late. Well, it's a good time you're here, Mario, because I know you've been excited. It is time to find out who this week's winner of the badges, bigger than the Blue Peter badge, is a VIB club member, #Carnagepod. You will become a member. You will have it sent out in a post. It is time to find out who that winner is.
Exciting.
It is very exciting. I've just got to get the details up of what the person has said. It's a beautiful thing that they've said, which I'm very... Oh, no.
What's going on?
You see, I've got a little problem now.
What's the matter, buddy?
Well, because I had it all up, my phone's gone off, and now I've lost it.
Oh, dearie me.
This is a disaster, isn't this? It's all right. It's all right. I think this is the joy of live podcasts.
Yeah.
It's exciting. That's what it is. Anyway, if I go to reviews, I know that I can find it, and I have found it. So let's find out who this week's winner is.
And now, it's time to find out this week's VIP Carnage Club member. And this week's winner is...
These two are simply awesome. Highly recommend you to join in, along with Tony and Aaron. Can't wait for the next show. The winner is Mario! Do you know what? Mario is officially this week's winner. Unbelievable. Ridian has put disaster for... Not me, Arthur. I never win. Well, Arthur, you've been put to the back of the queue after today's antics, quite frankly. You've been disgraceful. You need to curb it in. Liam, all you have to do is try and win next week. Mario, congratulations to you, sir. You have won this week's... And can I just say, it was picked at complete random, right? We went through the list. We actually chucked in a little hat, all the names, and then we slowly, one at a time, and then we did, right, who's left? We kept taking them out until we had one left. And Mario, you won. I'm okay. We'll win next week. Matt, it could be you next week. We want you to post a picture, and you need to tweet it with the hashtag Carnagepod. Now listen, I know you're beautiful, Liam, but you said almost time for Carnage earlier. Now that's all right, but it's Carnagepod, the hashtag. But I want you, we slowly did it at the first week, but this week we're into it. And I want us to take over the internet with this. We're going to have some really cool competitions coming up. Go Mario, top winner of all things Tony related. It does look like that, doesn't it? I'd like to thank my friends and family, Tony, and Aaron.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, no, it's good. A picture showing what? Well, all you have to do is a picture. It could be anything. I want you to hashtag. You can draw it on a piece of paper for all I care.
Yeah.
Come up with unique and exciting ways and places to put the hashtag Carnagepod. It could be on a brick wall. I'm not talking about graffiti, all right?
No.
Let's not trash the place. But I want you to come up with unique ways of putting the hashtag Carnagepod. As Ridian Lewis has done, Carnagepod, you take a picture of it, you hashtag Carnagepod, and you send it to the Podcast Hut. That's at Podcast Hut over on Twitter. Not to Tony James Comedy, not to the Podcast Enhancer. You have to send it there, okay? That's all you have to do, and you could be a winner next week.
It's very exciting.
Let me just check something. Are you okay? Check your pulse.
Yeah.
Check your pulse.
I'm right here.
Check it now. Right, what are the beats
going.
like?
I'm all right.
Because every time I turn to you, you've gone quiet. It's like you're just listening to the show.
It was a lovely speech tone, to be honest. I'm proud of you.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to talk to our sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
Flicking through Facebook and find those pictures that they tell you to share. Are you expecting 10 years good luck? Are you expecting 10 years of money and wealth? An unbelievable happiness? Well, we're here to tell you, you're a bit of a div. Things aren't going to change, so stop sharing those pictures.
Will you stop it?
Make your own luck. Be happy and stop relying on cartoon pictures on social media to change your life forever. However, if you play the Carnage podcast and tell your friends about it, over the next 10 years, you will gain happiness beyond your wildest dreams. You'll gain friends, and the world in general will think you're a beautiful person. You can share it on iTunes, and of course, on Facebook and Twitter. So, stop sharing those ridiculously stupid pictures, because life doesn't get any better than this.
This is a podcast Hut advert, and none of those said things will actually happen in real life.
You're a bit of a div, it's true. By the way, that's not a real advert. If you do want to advertise, just email us. You can email the podcasthut@gmail.com. Aaron, we've had a question, and you tweeted about it earlier, from Nikki McKenzie. She's lovely. Cracking Norks. Aaron, what's the crack with the swimming pool? What's going on? Talk to us, Aaron.
On Friday was my boy Bam's birthday.
Hold on. You've got a boy band?
A boy Bam, my little Bam. You know, my son Bam. I took him to the swimming pool on his birthday.
Yeah.
Having a great time. It was quite quiet and stuff. So we're in the small pool with him. He's got a little slide and stuff cracking. Next to another little training pool.
How old was he?
He was 2. He was. There we go. So I'm in the little pool, lying down like a starfish. And this family are there. These 2 women and these 2 kids at the training pool next to us.
Right.
I thought nothing of it. They looked pretty normal.
Why would you?
Quite larger women, of course.
Yeah.
But just like normal, floating around swimming. But then I happened to turn and look at them as they got out the pool.
Right.
And as they were walking up the steps, the one woman came out. She was fine. She was all in proportion. The second one, not so much.
In proportion?
Yeah, she looked normal, but a larger woman.
Hold on. Can't wait for Aaron's tipple. Mario, it's at the start of the show. If you're not going to join us on time, you're not going to hear about his tipple. All right? Gee, have we got that sorted?
Crikey.
Mario, quite frankly, you're an idiot. Back to Aaron and his ginger beer. So
the first one got out, normal. The second one, as she was getting out, she was a little bit of a larger lady. And as she got out, she got to like the waist bit, which was fine. And then,
what do you mean her waist was fine?
It was like normal, what you'd expect to see from what I'm looking at. And then her legs appeared.
Yeah.
And they didn't match her body tone, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Well, they were really, really skinny.
Right.
Compared to a large body.
Yeah.
And completely white compared to her tanned top half.
So she didn't match?
No, you know, like in Toy Story, there's them 2 toys that are put together in that evil guy's house.
Mr. Potato Head. Oh.
Yeah, but she looked like Mr. Potato Head body, Barbie legs.
Really?
Yeah, like it was crazy. It freaked me out a little bit. I had to like change pools.
Do you know what I think of that is like Beetlejuice with the blokes and they're down in hell or whatever, and they've got the little tiny pea heads and the big bodies, but it was like reverse, is it?
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head body.
Yeah.
Barbie's legs.
That's freaky, isn't it?
It scared me a little bit.
Did you say anything to her?
No, I had to just literally turn away, and I had to move pools then.
What do you mean? Why?
It just I couldn't. It was confusing. I was a bit
confused. But what do you have to move pools for? Because she was a bit weird looking.
It confused me because I knew it was there and I wanted to look.
But that's all right. You're allowed to look. I remember when I was a kid and I was in a swimming pool and a woman got out, and it was my first experience of this, right? And this is not a joke. She sat on the edge of the pool and she opened her legs.
Nice.
No. Now I'm not joking.
Right.
you could have plaited it. It was
Oh my God.
dangling out the side. I mean, nowadays it's all about the wax, isn't it? It's all about the laminate.
Yeah, it is. It's about
But
the
this
strip, innit?
was a disc. I mean, this was right down to the inside knee.
Oh, crikey, all right.
Honestly to God, it was like she'd got a wig in her pants.
Really?
Yeah, she could have played. I've been scarred for. I've remembered that I was so young and at the swimming pool, and I've never been so afraid of anything.
Like she had a bear in a leg lock.
No. Now look, Diarrhea says don't need rescuing in the swimming pool anymore. Then Aaron, whoever this is obsessed with you in the swimming pool. Who is it?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, it's obviously somebody that saved your life in a swimming pool. Have you ever almost died in a swimming pool?
I might have done when I was a kid. Yeah.
Right, and who saved you?
I can't remember.
Well, it was a woman, and this is obviously the son.
I know who it is.
Right, go.
I know who it is. Is that Mrs. E?
I don't know.
I think
You
that's
tell
Mrs.
me.
E.
Well, if that's
Yeah.
Mrs. E, who's the son?
Dave.
Dave,
Hiya,
a.k.a. Diarrhea.
There we go. Hiya, Dave.
Oh, unbelievable. So how do you know Dave?
I went to school with him. Yeah,
Right,
so
and
I
is he on your Facebook or Twitter or what?
Yeah, he is, yeah. I think
What's
he
going
is.
on, man?
There we go.
This is unbelievable. Hey, I've got a Here we go. Nikki's into it. Plaited pubes. How long before Bruce sends them? Yeah, that's right. It sure was Mrs. E.
There we go.
Just so
Look,
we can
I-
check that out. Now, how's your drink going down? Because Mario wants to talk about this. This week, remind us what you've got.
Not alcoholic, it's an old Jamaican ginger beer.
There you go. It's a Jamaican ginger beer. He's loving that. You can put whiskey with it and all sorts, can't you?
Yeah, a bit of lime, bit of whiskey, all good.
There you go. Right, listen. Last week, I'm gonna surprise you this week, and I told you I was going to do it, but you've got no idea what I'm going to ask you, right?
No, I've no idea.
You asked me 10 questions last week. Getting to
Yeah.
know you, we called it. So we're going to get to know each other. You asked me 10 questions. If you missed it, you can go and subscribe on iTunes. Give us some stars. Keep the reviews going because that's great and it really helps us out. And but you can hear my answers to his 10 questions. I've got 10 questions. I'm going to ask them for you now, all right?
Nervous I am.
I know it. Don't be nervous. But here we go. So, question 1. Can you please tell us, because it's all of us, what is your relationship status?
I have a partner.
Right.
And
What's
I
his
have
name?
Tony James. No, I have a partner. Her name's Jennifer, and I have previously been married as well.
What?
So I have previously been married.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. So
there's some
I am-
news for you. But you're not married now?
No.
Right. Now I'm engaged, you've got pressure on, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Question 2. When was the last time you cried?
Oh, last time I cried. It might have been when I watched the last episode of Sons of Anarchy recently.
What's that all about?
It's a television series that I was completely obsessed with.
Why
And
did
I
you
cried.
cry? Why? What
Because-
happened?
I don't want to spoil it for anyone if anyone's watching it, but it was just very emotional. Somebody saying goodbye. Extremely emotional.
Gav's just put from Funny Looking Pod, this is like the worst episode of Surprise Surprise ever. I had a similar experience at a music festival, Tony. Life-changing pube experience. Bruce is obsessed. So, question 3. What was the last picture you took with your iPhone?
I've got a quick look now.
Oh, come on, you should know.
I think it was a picture I sent you earlier on of me laughing at you when you told me about what
Was that
happened
the last
today.
picture? Just you
Yeah,
and your
it was.
stupid face. Okay, question 4. What was the very last lie you ever told? And you've got to be true.
Oh,
Last lie you told.
last lie I told.
Yeah. Look at his face. He's gone ever so red. He's worried about this. Come on. Tell us the truth. Was it to me?
Might have been. What about?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't to you.
Oh, I think
it was at work.
All right. What was it?
It was about somebody going somewhere with me, and I said they couldn't because
come
of a
on.
reason. I
We
can't
need to
really-
know. All right. I'll let you off. Question 5. Best compliment you've ever received?
I look better bold.
You're an idiot. Question 6. If you could lock one person in a room so you could torment them daily, who would it be? Don't say me.
No,
You've
it
got to
wouldn't be
torment this one person. You lock them in a room. They're there every single day, and you get to torment them. Who is it? You can answer these questions as well online if you like. Who's just put 8-inch on the bloody inbox?
I'd like to torment Jen's brother. That'd be quite funny.
Okay. Who's he?
Jen's brother Gary, because he's as dull as a brush.
Okay.
Meant with complete love. Or I wouldn't mind like a conversation or torment Carl Pilkington just to get a reaction